another episode of Obsessed Designs.
I am Princess Masong. I am an architect and the CEO of Masong Architectural Services. Stay with me as I share some of my project reveals, practical advices, and challenges every designer faces in this industry. I am Cess, and I'm obsessed with designs.
For today's episode, we are here at B Residences here at Lahug, Cebu City. This unit that I am about to show you is a 48.30 square meter, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom condominium unit. So our client for this project are both living abroad, and they saw one of our videos in YouTube and they liked the design that we did there. And so they messaged us in Messenger in Facebook, and now 2 months later, they now have a fully fitted out unit up for rent in Airbnb. So done with the talking, let me just show you. Let's go. Welcome! So we are now here in the kitchen. So we actually remodeled the entire kitchen. So here we have the sink, and we did the overhead kitchen cabinets and the backsplash. And then we also did the entire kitchen, as I said, because we had to incorporate this washing machine. So the usual height for a kitchen counter is actually just 85 centimeters. That is the standard here in the Philippines. But since we had to incorporate this washing machine, so we had to raise it up to 95. So now it's 95 centimeters with the washing machine. So we provided also the induction cooker, the washing machine, the range hood. So this is the range hood, and then the cabinetries. So in the design for this is push open, by the way, so that we don't have to put in any cabinet handles. So we also have these there. So as you can see, there is 45 degrees angle in the lower part, so that you don't have to put in any hardwares in the cabinetry. You just have to pull the cabinets. And then in the design of the kitchen, we incorporated the refrigerator. So this is the refrigerator. It's a 2-door fridge. And then we have the pantry over here. So there's lots of things, our things actually. So we also placed an overhead cabinetry right above the fridge, so that we can incorporate it along with the shelving unit over to the living area, which I will be showing you later on. So now let's go to the bathroom. So here in the bathroom, what we did is we added this lavatory counter. This is existing lavatory sink, and we added this mirror over here, vanity mirror, and this accent light. And then we also added this shelving unit and this shower enclosure. So this is a full sliding in shower enclosure, because the client doesn't want any splashes of water from the shower area to the rest of the toilet or the comfort room. So we have this full enclosure of the shower area. Now let's go to the dining. Since we have the kitchen over here, we had to place the dining area adjacent to it. So this is the dining area. So the reason why we chose a round dining table is because we wanted to create a good circulation from the kitchen, living, and dining area. So as you can see, there is ample space all around for you to walk. And a round table, if you notice, there's also no empty space when you have a round table. So you can even fit in up to 5 or 6 people in here if you just adjust it around. So it can still fit one more here, and even maybe one more if you have many visitors. So let me walk you through the living area. So this is my favorite part of this transformation. So this is the living area, and this is our feature wall. So this is the shelving space, and we have a curved sofa because we wanted to take advantage of the space to put in more seating. But since this is a very limited space with that storage space for the condenser, so we have this bulk over here for the condenser, and I had to think of a way for us to make use of the living space wherein the seating area can still make use of this space here without losing the sight of the television. So let's say, for example, you're seated here, you can still see the television. But if we used an L-type sofa here, imagine if you are here, you'll be sitting here facing there. So you will not be seeing the television anymore. So that's the reason why we have this curved sofa and we placed the television there. And then we have this feature wall for all the things that clients or the tenants of this space wanted to display. But generally, we are the ones who did the staging of the decors here. For those who are watching this, by the way, we have a staging services. So staging services means that we will be decorating the space if you have, for example, complete furniture pieces and appliances already, but you feel like it's not working and your rental unit is having less views in Airbnb. So our service is the staging service wherein we will be decorating the space to make it look good, and then we will also have professional videographers and photographers take photos and videos of the space so that you can use it to market your Airbnb rental. So that's a tip for you. If you're interested in that service, just message us in masongarservices@gmail.com. Anyway, so here we have this shelving unit, and then we also incorporated outlets and switches here. So this switch actually turns the LED strip lights on and off here. And then when you're lounging here, you can also charge your phones in this space here. We also have coffee table for when they have, of course, coffee, for books, and then that TV wall over there. So I might not mention it yet, but the design for this unit is actually minimalist Japandi. So as you can see, we have limited colors in terms of the design for the space. Like we used wood color, white, and a little bit of black. So black especially for the appliances. So this TV wall has storage area, of course. So this is soft close, as you can see. So that is the difference between high-end renovations or fit-outs as compared to cheap ones, because these hardwares are pretty expensive. So if you notice in most of our millworks or even our furniture pieces, we have lots of curved edges. The reason for that, aside from aesthetics, of course, that's the main purpose, aesthetics, but also since we have a very small space in a condominium, we don't want the renters or even the owners to bump into edges. So let's say, for example, you are from the living area, no? So you're going to the bedroom. So of course, your circulation is from here to there. So if this edge is straight, then it's most likely that you will bump into this edge. So that's the reason why we have this curved out, so that you can easily transition to the bedroom coming from the living area. That's also true for the side table that we have here. So if you notice, this is curved as well, so that when you're sleeping and you forget that you have a side table, you don't bump into the edge of the side table. So to transition the kitchen from the living area, we have this full mirror over here. So it separates the kitchen from the living area. You must be wondering why we don't have chandeliers or not much accent lightings in the space. The reason is because the clients really wanted a space that is minimalist. So the only lights that we have are the general lights and the mood lighting or the accent lightings, which are the strip lights and the general lights that we have in the ceiling. So no chandeliers in the dining area and in the living area. So now we will be going to the bedrooms. So this is the master bedroom. To create a continuous design, we also have shelving units here. so that they can put in some of their stuffs or drop their stuffs like keys, caps, and maybe even things that they collect like shoes, bags, all those stuff. And then we have this closet space. So it's sliding, and then sorry with all the stuff that we have here. These are ours actually. So above is where you hang your clothes, and then below is for undergarments. So it's the same as with the other side. Here. And then we also have shelving units here, which incorporated the office table. So this is actually, the height of this table is actually requested by the client because the husband is much taller than the wife, and he usually has a hard time sitting down short tables. But I tried it just even now. I can write, I can like work here, like that. So this is actually much taller. This is not the regular one. So we also have a vanity area here where the wife or those who will be renting this space can do their makeup, like put a mirror here, then do their makeup. And then this is also intended to be a side table wherein we placed switches. So there. And then the strip light at the back. And then there's also outlets here for when they want to charge their phones at night. And then we have this king size bed. So this is quite larger than the usual because of course this is king size. The usual size of a bed is a queen size bed, which is around 1.5 by 1.9 meters. This one is 2 meters by 2 meters. So this is a king size bed. So it's quite big. So let's go to the other bedroom. So this is their guest bedroom. It has this closet over here. So there was nothing here at first actually, and we just wanted to maximize the space by creating a storage area here. So this is the usual queen size bed. So we also provided a side table with an ottoman. We also had this in the master bedroom. We have this ottoman with storage. Then we have the side table wherein we also provided outlets and switches. So the switch is for this LED strip light and the rattan mood lighting or accent light. So there you have it. I hope you liked the transformation of this 2-bedroom condominium unit. If you did, please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down which part of the transformation is your favorite. And also, please share this video to your friends who would love to have this design for their own houses or their own spaces. And if you don't know yet, this space is actually up for rent in Airbnb, and we will put the Airbnb link in the description below. And if you're interested in any of our services, please do email us at masongarservices@gmail.com. For architecture students, architecture graduates, newly licensed architect, and architects generally who are struggling in the practice, I made a community for us. It's called Startup Architects in Facebook. My aim for that community is to help each other navigate the complex world of architecture. So if you're interested, please go to Facebook and type Startup Architects and click join. That would be all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.